do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Blazers send out the punt unit. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, what a move! Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offensive open with the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The give from the gun. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. And his offense is threatening with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. 2 totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. End zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston.
When I start for this offense, the throw game, getting working, getting the touchdown pass, this quarterback getting a little bit of confidence, this passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Everett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody by the center of defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and win the tackle for Miles.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, the ground game. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 35 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let it go. Touchdown, UAB. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback will audible. Wants to go up top. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, you even cause a turnover, that's just great.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he's running. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He's back to throw on second down. Grabbed over the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards from his offense. You saw it right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, and that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. The give. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chain. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's end goal. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The back goes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
It's hard probably for the fans, well, listen, for me too, to justify you haven't ran the football very well, not a lot of success, 3rd and short, and you run the football again. So I think you got to find something that's going to work. Maybe get the quarterback out of the pocket, him running the football, or he can run or pass, but the run game just itself, it's been pretty scuffed so far the last couple.
Gets it out quickly. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set.
They're showing their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical game.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
quarterback changing the plays at the line. The play action fake. Fakes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Fast motion from the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Love the execution there at the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Reads it, fires complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 44-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 2nd down coming up with this red zone opportunity. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he takes it to the house.
And I love that this offense stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The short hand, it's Otis. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet, understanding where the holes are in the zone, understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Blazers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to the ground. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Lining up to convert third down. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Running to the left. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Hit the afterburners kick. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense. Just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster there.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers. Lining up to capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you. Understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense pulling their neck up and getting a big stop.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These little guys that are so quick. It's hard to get a hand on them. Short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The intoxicating aroma of the end zone is so close, right on the edge on 3rd and goal after the penalty. The delay of game pushes the offense back. This defense was put in an awful position. If they can get a stop on 3rd down, a huge win to force the field goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Touchdown, UAB! And they add 6 more with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 11 over the Royals. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
They'll go right back to it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carry.
Did a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, him and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Got it set up on the outside. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's fourth down.
Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now the throw. Behind his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up on the first down.
It's hard to stop. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Extending the play. And the ball is picked off. No tag. Touchdown, UAB. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they miss connection on third down.
Well, they they take a shot down the field, it's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got his man. He will not get it. A down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The offense starts with a short field. To the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to move it for third. Now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
This is so Jesse Butler. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Paul.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. He's going to take off. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. That'll be a first down.
He does a really nice job buying time. And I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
This offense has a second down play. Just going to keep it after the snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they might keep the design run. There just was no better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game. Has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Blazers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, cut the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Blazers. And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's end goal. Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, Dave. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously